Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to EnglishEverest.com, IELTS speaking improvement lessons with me, your teacher, Trevor Gordon. In today's Speaking Part 2 lesson, we're going to look at a current topic, which is describe a science subject that you learnt in high school. So as you can see, we have a new look front page. I found a very good tool that allows me to change it. So you will see some changes just to make it a little bit more interesting. Now, you should say what the subject is. Who taught you this subject? What you learnt from it? And how it helped you in your life. Now, underneath there is a short bit of information. Now, I say in my video here, I use the word learnt because in England, which is where I am from, we use learnt. In the US, they use the word learned. So if you watch different versions of this video, you will know which one is English and which one is American English or UK English, American English. So that's just a bit of note. So nothing is wrong with the word. They're just used, spelt differently in the two different countries. Okay, how you prepare? So here are my notes. I decided what I'm going to talk about, which is chemistry. And I've written some notes. Remember, write notes on different subjects or different topics. Don't just write one subject or topic, because if you feel that you can't talk about it, then you have to start thinking again about new ones to replace it. So write down several different ideas, go through them, find out which one suits you best or which one you can talk about in the best way, and then use that. So here we've got the main sciences, biology, physics and chemistry. There are others, but these are the main three. Who taught you? Teacher. I learnt at night school. My father taught me. My brother taught me. That can be whoever you want, but generally we learn these things from teachers. What you learnt from it? Many things. Then you can say some of the things you learnt. I learnt how things worked. Machines, chemicals, whatever. I learned lots of different techniques. So you don't need to go into depth about this, but you need to provide an answer. Why will it be useful in my work? I could be an engineer, I could be working in the medical field for biology, in my social life, on vacation, in times of danger. So there's lots of different things. So you think about the answer there, but you'll see when I talk that how I've used my information. So here, lots of vocabulary related to the science. I'm not going to go through them now. Stop the video, look at all the different words and expressions and look at their meanings, and then practice incorporating them into your speaking. So please follow along. When I was at school, in both primary and high school, one of the most prominent subjects we had to take was science. In fact, I should say the sciences, as there were three main ones, which were physics, biology, and chemistry. Chemistry was the one I opted to focus on, as I knew it would be the most useful to me down the road. The main reason was because if I went into a profession which was engineering based or manufacturing based, then chemistry would come in handy. We were very fortunate in my year as our teacher, Miss Southcott, was also a chemistry teacher, so we all knew her very well, and she had a reputation as being very easy to understand, as she made light work of explaining things. We, meaning my classmates and I, learnt so many things from. But for me, the one that really stuck in my mind was when we saw how chemicals, when mixed together, were shown to be very dangerous. I remember she demonstrated this fact by mixing chemicals together in test tubes behind a screen, which was plastic, to protect us in case anything went wrong. I can't remember the names of the chemicals off the top of my head, but they were known to be combustible. She told us that even simple things around the house, if they came into contact, could be dangerous and even set fire to things. This information and many other things we learned really helped me later in life. So that's the end of the talk there. So um, it's probably a little bit less than 2 minutes, but then I've spoken it at my pace. So you being a non-native, you can slow it down a little. The examiner doesn't expect you to speak at the same speed as a native speaker, so you can slow it down a little bit. Remember, speed is not the issue. I've heard people say if you speak good English, you speak at the same speed as a native. That's not true. Good English is being understood. It's about being understood. If you speak slightly slower, it doesn't matter. The main purpose of any language is to be understood, not how fast you can speak it to impress people. So please remember that. Okay, that's the end of that section. So please practice the format. Use the vocabulary to fit the topic you're going to talk about. Use your own vocabulary or use this material. That's entirely up to you. Remember, you don't have to talk about something that is real. There are many things in speaking part two that people have not done. It doesn't matter. Just make up something that sounds convincing. Most of the topics in IELTS are topics that people can speak about, but occasionally there'll be things that you can't speak about because you've never experienced it. So find the information. If you haven't done something, find the information and base your talk on that. Remember, the examiner is not looking for you to tell the truth. They're listening and checking your English skills. So please remember that. So, final thing, good luck. Keep practicing. Visit our website to book more lessons. We have englisheverest.com. Um, we're always here to help you with any aspect of your IELTS and any aspect of your English, in fact. We have all kinds of English vocabulary. We do business, we do everything. So we also do OET English for medical staff. So please visit the site and please give a like and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.